If you're sitting in the house, getting down, enjoy some Saskatchewan nature. And this is to encourage people to get out and about. All right. You can hear the airplane in the sky. Kings and queens of the sky, Canadian Air Force. I also call them after God, saviors from the sky. All right, let's go for a ride. Also, before anything, you want to always be safe when you're riding the road. I have lights. I have flashing lights, so people can see me. I don't know how long my phone will last, so if it gets cut off, that means my battery is out. Thanks to my subscribers, 205. I wasn't expecting it to grow that much already, but I'm happy. I always say to the people that subscribed before I changed my channel name to Soldier of Jesus Christ, I hope you're still enjoying, but I wanted to let people know this is more of a Christian channel, you know, faith-based. All right. Prime Minister Carney has really encouraged Canadian defense, so this is awesome. Couldn't be better. And Premier Moe, I'm in Saskatchewan, Premier Moe is working very well. So, two great leaders for a great nation, greatest nation. To ride in the highway, you have to first conquer your fear. No, for some people. I love this. But always ride facing the highway. I mean facing the traffic. That's what the police recommend. At least you know when someone is gonna hit you. Try this out. Have faith in God. Dinan Crook 4535. Kuruk. How's it going, buddy? I'm riding the e-bike, so I can't always reply, but hope you're having a good day. If not, hope it starts now. Enjoy the view, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. It's only 0 degrees, so how are you doing? Hope you're doing good, buddy. For Christians, it's not how well you have things, it's the contentment that you can get with faith and hope. So it doesn't matter how days are going, you can always have a great day. Like I said, I don't know how long my battery will last, so if it turns off, that means it's out for now. Hope everyone is enjoying the ride. I put my bike riding mostly for people just to encourage you to go out. If you're feeling down right now, if you're having a bad day, just go out for fresh air. It's best to go away from the city if you can, just to find a place. Contemplation, you know, breathe fresh air. And you remind yourself, you got this. I'm going to be putting my Bible reading later on. I'm trying to do it every day, but I haven't been so far. But I hope to do that. But like I said, if I'm missing a video nowadays for Bible reading, that means because I missed that day. We're on a journey together. All right. The weather is only getting better. Maybe last week or two of bad weather in Saskatchewan. However, in Moose Jaw, I always ask the farmers if the weather is good or not, because sometimes they need the snow, they need the rain. Because this is such a farming town, it doesn't really matter how the weather is for us. We have to always ask. We have to always ask the farmers how the weather is, eh? Rise up this morning, bow with the rising sun. Three little birds stood by my doorstep, singing sweet song of melody pure and true. This is my message to you, saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. I sing not necessarily because I'm good, I sing because I like singing. I just started doing hashtag in my title. I realized that's a good thing to do. I didn't always do hashtag. For subscribers, I don't want to sound too much, but this is mostly for Christian, of course. If you're guided by the Holy Spirit, you can subscribe. For non-Christians, you are always welcome. This channel is for everyone. Always be safe on the road biking, eh? As you can see, I have flashlights and I have good light in the front. Alright, we're almost entering town of Moose Jaw now. Officially the most notorious city in Canada. Soon in the summer, I'll be going out a lot more. You see all those, not necessarily hills, I guess, but this is a valley, but there's lots of bike trails around. I'll take you guys out and about. It's amazing. This is my third or fourth year riding. Exio Y5. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Hello, how is it going? Hope you're having a good day. I'm biking, so I might not always respond to your chat, so don't get offended or take it personally. Enjoy the view in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. The snow is almost gone, but we still have a week or so of snow left. I'm riding facing the traffic. I'm in the highway. It's kind of chilly, so not sure how long my phone will be on, eh? But to get for winter in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, I started practicing Wim Hof. It's called. There's this Finnish guy. His breathing really helped me, and then just kind of taking cold showers. But of course, winter is no joke. However, if you guys want to get more used to cold, try Wim Hof and cold showers in the summer if you can, all summer. You'll be surprised how well you'll feel, and less sick too. Hello and hello everyone. Hello to Dina Rukuk, Kurkok 4535 and Exio 5D. Hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name? Hello, I love you, won't you tell me it again? Alright, we're entering Moose Jaw. For me, the best city in Canada. I've traveled to Vancouver. I haven't been to like bigger cities, Toronto and all, but Vancouver, Saskatchewan, everywhere, Calgary and all that, but nothing like Moose Jaw. Especially the people are amazing. It's not really quantity that matters, where you live, it's the quality of people. Mostly my neighbors have been amazing. I've learned a lot. All right, everyone, we are entering Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan from the highway. If you're watching now or whenever you're watching, let this be a reminder to go out and about in the nature. And don't let anything get you down. You do your best. Use your experience of yesterday to overcome the obstacles of today and to make a better tomorrow. I'm on an e-bike. It's quite fun. I'll take the Tuesday, maybe I'll just go straight down. I won't be talking much now that I'm in traffic. Safety first. Alright, now I'm just gonna let you enjoy the view. Ride with me. If anybody wants to use this for their VR, you could probably put it in a game, 3D. Roads, biking and roads are always good. Especially e-bike. The thing about e-bike is you can ride, and then if your e-bike battery runs out, you can still pedal. Worst case scenario, you can walk with your bike, so it's amazing. This is gonna be, for me, as long as I can now, e-bike, more fun than riding a car, I would say. In the winter, snow time, when it's ice, the biggest advice I can give from my biking experience is don't use your brakes if you can. I can loosen my brake and tighten my brake easily, so in winter I hardly use my brake. Safest way. Summertime, of course, you want to use your brake. Alright, it's green light. I don't know if I would ride bike as much. I mean, I probably would, but Moose Jaw overall is fairly safe and people are amazingly nice. I never thought there could be something as too nice. But sometimes in Moose Jaw, the people, even on my stop sign, they stop and let me go. So there's a balance. I would say be nice, especially on the road. Be as nice as SGI wants you to be. Follow the rules. Because sometimes newcomers could get confused if you're too nice. Because they'll wonder why they're stopping. Someone is stopping when there is no stop sign, Not sure how long my battery will last. We're crossing over the bridge. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London breeze is falling down, my fair lady. All right. I don't zoom in too much. I always try not to get people unless they want to be. I'm always asking if I have to. Two people watching. God chosen two people for today. No coincidence in my life. Oh, every day, give your best. God will do the rest. I truly believe anyone and everyone that comes to my channel is brought by God, whether you're Christian or not. Only positivity to, of course, encourage in any way. Nothing negativity. Only thing for Christians and non-Christians, I was taught this in Norway in DTS, as we believe the only difference between Christians and non-Christians is that Christians love God back, but non-Christians, you can have your own faith. If you're a faith person, that's different. But besides that, the only difference between Christians and non-Christians is Christians love God back, but God loves everyone equally. So Christian can never boast that God loves them more in any way, you know. Everyone riding e-bike. E-bike is getting more popular. I see some people up there in Canada. So I'm not talking that means I'm just focusing on driving. Awesome. We are in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Anyone watching? Enjoy the ride. If you get a chance, try e-bike out. Guys, when I used to ride motorbike, I'm from Nepal originally. Nepal, you can ride motorbike, no speed limit. Now it's changing. I started riding since I was about 16. Then in Canada, I drove cars. But once I started riding e-bikes, amazing. Similar experience as motorbike, maybe not as fast, but the thrill is there. All right, we're in the best town in Canada. So far, I still feel like I'm in Canada and Moose Jaw. Some places feels like my country. Not complaining, just observation. Anyone that hasn't seen my face, there it is. I have a fake tooth on in the front, so there's gonna be days with tooth and toothless days. If people ever wonder why sometimes I have a tooth and sometimes I don't. The biggest thing I've learned to bike in the cold is breathing control. Breathe from your nose, breathe out from your mouth. You have to always know your vitals. And then of course, I would say get checked with the doctor every maybe 2 or 3 months or so. Last year when I was biking in the extreme, I wasn't sure. like I had an ache, muscle ache, and I wasn't sure what kind of ache it was. You never know. Maybe heart ache, maybe not. So I went to the doctor, got everything checked, got my lungs x-rayed, and he said, "You're good to go. Keep biking." So I would tell people, especially if you're biking long distance and biking for a long, long time, always get checked by the doctor. I e-bike 8 kilometers there and 8 back, so 16K a day. But since this is e-bike assist, I have to pedal throughout. But I'm probably just biking about 10K, so it's not as much. Maybe 10K a day, 10 to 12K. Still, last year I did 4,000 kilometer non-stop. This year I haven't kept count. It's just become normal routine now. So, but always get your health checked. I eat a lot of spices, a lot of ginger, a lot of turmeric, a lot of garam masala, things like that to keep me going. Apple cider vinegar if I can. And start your day with a lemon water. I myself am trying to follow all this. All right. We're passing by Food Bank. It has helped me a lot. They're another e-bike couple. I don't use Food Bank nowadays, but back in the days. So I always encourage people, whenever you can, donate. Amazing, amazing. Canada is one of the best places when it comes to living standards, helping the community. I volunteered before for Food Bank. Then there was a time, especially when I was just getting the job, I had to use that, and it was amazing. Best in the world, I would say. So if you're watching from Canada, always donate to Food Bank. That's awesome. That's the future. Maybe second best store in Moosa, Safeway. Go up is the number one. It makes a huge difference. If you can, don't just try to buy in Walmart. And Superstore I think is just as good, but maybe not Walmart. I mean, I love Walmart, but for health, you're better off buying quality over quantity. So you're better off eating a small steak than a big steak. Alright, waiting for the light. We're parked right in front of the police station, classic. Most of the police are like cowboys, hardcore. I love them, I'm learning a lot. I've learned a lot from them. And right in front of the building it says 1985. Right beside it, I'll bike by there now. That's my birthday. One day I was feeling down and eating breakfast, then I looked across and I saw my birthday. That really made my day. I stop there a lot of times just as a break when I'm tired. Nepal is a great country, especially, I mean, I'm biased. When my great uncle was the chief of police, we trusted the police a lot, but maybe things are changing now. Canada, you can trust the police. That was one of my jobs, to really encourage newcomers to trust the police. I did that for about 8 years, and I think I've done that in Musha a lot. There it says 1985, my birthday. This is Borova's, the best breakfast in town. I'll go take you guys someday. Food review. Well, I don't have to review. Just tell you guys how good it is. Amazing food, amazing people. What makes Musha Canada overall would be the people. That's why I always pray, everyone coming from other countries, no matter how we grew up, how we were brought, very different standards. If we learn to be Canadian, I mean, for me, Musha, Saskatchewan, then you know what, there's hope for Canada. I have hope for my country now that I've lived in Canada. I want to go back in the future and really try to help. Talking about that, I wanted to encourage people, Canada has one of the best support in everything. Same thing, I want to encourage people with mental health, coming from a different culture. In Nepal, if we talk mental health, you are looked at as weak. Air boss, I always remember you, buddy, of course. Your name and our chat last time when I was preaching. How you doing? Hope you're doing good, buddy. This is me e-bike riding. I'm gonna be doing Bible study in a bit, but this is just my e-bike. You can always check it out. Good to have someone at least following, chatting. I will try to remember everyone. But your name definitely makes a aerial impact. Oh, I wasn't gonna tell people. Remember, coming from other culture, for mental health in Canada especially, do not listen to your friends. Do not listen to everybody else. If you're feeling down or anything, just go to actual mental health. Me and my wife are intercultural married. There was a time when I was partying a lot, drinking. So I went to mental health one time, not voluntarily. I was so out of drunk. I was there for maybe 3-4 hours. But guess what? Best people ever. Everything they ask you, make you feel better. They really provide you proper guidance. Then again, after me and my wife separated, with the cultural things, sometimes in Nepal we solve our own problems, right? If you have argument, you're fighting, you're hitting, things like that. Canada is different. This is a civilized country. Then I went again, and this time, of course, I was fully sober. I had the best time there. This lady was amazing. After an hour or so, she told me, you're doing great, not just fine. She told me maybe I can even come and work there someday. Now, I feel confident. A lot of people here try to guess. That's why in Canada, don't decide yourself if your mental health is good or not. Go to the actual CHMA, and it's free service. I couldn't believe it was free. Now I really don't care what the regular people think. I tell them, have you gone to evaluation? If you haven't gone to evaluation, maybe you need. After COVID, everybody needs a mental health evaluation. I'm actually trying. That's one of my goals right now, is to encourage people in church to go to mental health too. Never answer 360. Can you shut up? People do tell me I talk too much. Were you enjoying the view? Alright, buddy, let me ride around the block with my mouth shut just for you. Enjoy. Silence is virtue. There you go, Niva Nazar 336. That was a silent round the block just for you. Good reminder. I come from a country where if you're silent, people think you're crazy or you have problems. Canada is different, of course. Or people think you're angry. However, I'm vlogging, I gotta speak. Alright everyone, I'm ending my vlog for today. For now, e-bike vlog. I'll be back later with my Bible reading. Alright, peace be with you all. We'll catch up again, eh? Have a great evening and enjoy.